3, 2, 1,
go. Hey, everybody, welcome out to TBC Races, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Randomizer, Rematch race. Did I do that right? Did I do okay, Danny?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, fuck, I don't care.
Stop being so salty. Anyway, we have one final topic from Ninja Sci-Fi,
No.
who was nice enough to volunteer.
Shit. I don't care. Just over. I mean,
calm down. Be happy.
Son,
You're being so salty.
just can't be happy anymore. Just never be happy anymore, ever. Just over. Go ahead.
One final topic from Ninja Sci-Fi. Before we have to go back to our shitty ones that are really not really discussions, but us just asking questions to the commenters. His final question that he sent so far is, what is the hardest game you've ever played?
The hardest game.
The hardest game you've ever played.
It's the game of life.
That is a pretty fun board game. It is pretty tough too.
Oh, you thought I was talking about the board game?
No, I was just making your comments relevant to
Oh,
what's going on right now.
I was talking about the game of life, like John Conway. It's Game of Life,
Okay.
where I think it's his name, where there's like a bunch of dots. You like, and then if like any dot has like a certain number of neighbors, then like it. If any space has a certain number of living neighbors, then it that's not
Are you
a living
trolling
one.
intentionally?
No, this is actually a legit thing.
Well, I know,
That
but
if-
it seems like it's based off the board game.
No. It's not a
feels like
board
it.
game. It's not based on that. There's basically you've got little spots.
Okay.
And they can either be on or off.
Okay.
So if a spot's off and it has like 3 neighbors or something like that,
Okay.
then it becomes on because it becomes like a birth, a new era, a new one is born.
Okay.
But if one is on and has like more than 4 neighbors, it dies because there's too many and it dies from overcrowding.
It happens to the besties.
And so there are actually some really interesting patterns that happen from it. I know it probably seems like I'm talking out of my ass, but it's like, this is legit a thing.
That's the hardest game you've ever played.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just probably not the hardest game I've ever played, but it is fairly difficult to do by hand.
But the
though.
question was the hardest game you ever played.
Well, it would be actually would be a really hard game to do by hand.
No, is this a video game?
It's not a video game, but it's called the Game of Life.
Oh, we're looking for video game discussions here on TBC Place.
I didn't say video game. It's the question.
Actually, it did. I
It's a
just
game.
paraphrased, so I'm sorry about that. What is the
It's
hardest
your fault.
video game you've ever played? Is what the actual question says. I think. I can't check because my timer's up, but you know how it goes. It's all good.
Sure. The hardest, but for real, the hardest game I've ever played.
For real. Like Pharrell, but for real.
Frizzle. For rail.
Yeah. Pharrell?
What's the hardest game I've ever played? Man,
Yeah, that's the question.
I don't know.
You seem reluctant to answer, but that still is the
Did
question.
you answer?
Not yet, but I was waiting for you, man. You were talking and rambling on about the game of life or some shit.
That is legit a game.
Okay.
They call it the Game of Life, but
I believe you.
it would be difficult to do by hand, legitimately,
Okay.
because you'd have to so many different spaces you'd have to deal with over and over again.
Okay.
But as far as video games go, the hardest video game I've ever played, it's probably
Breath of Fire 5.
I don't think I
Dragon
played that
Quarter.
Man, this is a tough one.
You seem to be struggling, I'm just saying.
I'm thinking while I'm playing, and hopefully it didn't mess up this time. Ah, yes.
You're
this
thinking while you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that seems like something we do all the time, and I don't know why you're having struggles with it right now.
I know.
Is it just because you're so salty?
Sure.
I mean, this is a sodium-filled episode, apparently. This
is.
bulk of episodes, and you were the one who wanted to keep recording, by the way.
Hope you don't have high blood pressure.
Yeah. They're the saltiest videos we ever made. I like that moment in Pokemon where I said that. It made me feel special. I like when I say funny things. Wow.
Didn't we try to play a game that was like purposely extremely hard?
The Impossible game? No, wait.
No, it's not really impossible.
It's fairly difficult.
It is.
There was that game that Ninja Sci-Fi wants us to play that, what is it?
I want to be the guy.
Yeah, there it is. That one.
Yeah. Well, that one is supposed to be really hard.
It's pretty difficult.
But it's, yeah.
So that's my answer.
What?
I want to be the guy.
Have you played that game?
Yes.
So you cheated.
I didn't cheat. I just played it for a little bit.
We weren't supposed to play it yet.
Does it matter? Jeez.
Sort of.
I like to test things out for a few minutes before we actually play them, just to make sure that we know how to use controls.
Well, good. Yes, big key.
Just like if you remember in this playthrough, I allowed us both to load up our old ROMs from the last race and play around with the controls for a second or two, just so we wouldn't run into walls like idiots.
And I still ran into walls.
Son of a... Gotta make sure.
Son of a birch.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's my problem, not yours.
I'm trying to think. I know there's some. I've played games that were like
Fairly difficult?
hellaciously impossible or difficult.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What? What happened?
I got the red mail.
Did you really?
Yeah.
And there's another key. The big key chest had a fucking key.
Did it? Mm-hmm. That seems a little wasteful, but whatever. It's cool.
Yeah! Just a titbit. Just a tittle bit.
A titty bit.
Yep.
I think I
where's
missed a
the-
key. Shit.
Well, too bad.
I taught to the tat.
Gosh, what? I'm trying to think of what I've played that's been really hard. Other than myself. Oh, ayo.
You just went to places, man, and I'm not even impressed right now.
I do.
I don't know.
go to places
I
all
feel
the
like
time.
we need like an energy shot right now to get us back in. I need you to get back into it, and I need me to get back into it. Because I'm getting comfortable, and this happened in Pokemon for a while, where one of us would get comfortable, and the commentary would suffer because of it. So we're gonna actually bring up the hype now and discuss modern events. What was the last modern event you went to?
The last event that I went.
Modern
Fuck.
event that you went to.
I can't see. It's fucking dark. I can't beat this level.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I can't see.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. Am I gonna be able to finish any fucking levels?
You're so salty.
I can't finish a fucking dungeon.
Okay. It's okay.
It's not okay.
it's
There's no way I can win if I can't finish a dungeon.
It's not the end of the world, Joe.
It is. Because right now, this is my world. This game.
Alright, so your goal now is to find the lantern then, huh?
Or any dungeon that I can actually fucking complete.
That would work too. Tell me a story about your favorite college experience.
Well, I was in this experimental film to make a little money and...
Okay.
No, just kidding.
I totally
wasn't.
believe you, actually. It does seem a Morgoloth thing to do. You're like, I can do
No.
that.
A college story?
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of college stories. I didn't do anything crazy in college.
You met me in college.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we weren't going to the same college, but you were in college when we met.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story, I think.
Not really.
Oh, fuck you.
Let's see. Well, I did go. I went I went for 2 years. I went to Texas Tech, and to raise money, for our fraternity, we took a section of the football stadium, and we cleaned out the stands after a game to make a little money.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what we did. We cleaned out the stands.
That kind of sucks, but it's
the end of the
interesting.
story. Yeah, it's the end of the story.
Cool.
Actually, it's not the end of the story.
Although I am happy to get the red mail, I just kind of realized it's kind of pointless at this point.
What, the red mail?
I could have used so much more shit that's not red mail.
I could use all kinds of stuff right now. Like the fucking lantern. Would be
The lantern is the thing
sensational.
that will indeed happen, but you can't be afraid of the dark, my friend.
I'm not, but if I can't see, I can't do anything.
There's usually something to light nearby, so if you spam the button, you'll be alright.
Not really. So I'll run out of magic.
Have I done that? Yeah, I did. This is a problem, I think, because it doesn't list our crystals.
It is a problem because you're talking.
Wow, you just...
Ooh.
Did you just go there?
Shit.
Why are you being so hateful,
Just
man?
fucking went there.
I never
You
got
just
this salty
deal with
against
it.
you.
Just fucking deal with
man. You deal with it.
it.
Oh.
Was there a
All
question
right,
that we asked? Did you ask a question?
Shit, what the fuck's up with this map?
Did you ask a question?
Yeah, I said what college experiences that are cool and interesting and shit.
Oh, so that wasn't the end of the story, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe
So we did our cleaning, and then one guy was like, "Hey, I got a football. You want to play? Y'all want to go just play a little football on the field? Sure,
Yeah.
whatever."
Why not?
So me and my fraternity brothers decided, we were on the
Your frats?
actual
There's
actual
something
field.
to do here.
We played some football for a little bit,
Some
and
football? Fudge.
I got tackled. And when I did, my arms kind of flew backwards.
Wow.
Like just kind of a reaction.
Okay.
And I fell like
face first into your ass.
No, I fell backwards. I fell onto my wrists.
Oh.
And I actually broke one.
You broke your wrist?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had a hairline fracture on one of my wrist bones. But the thing about it is, like, both of them were kind of 300 rupees. I don't need that. Both of them were kind of sore. So and I moved it around. It was like, that kind of stings. But it's like, So both of them stung. And so I move it a little bit. It's like, ooh, that hurts. That shit, fuck, that sucks. And then it kind of gets better. Like, okay, that one's cool. And the same thing happened at that happened to the left one. Like I moved it around a little bit. It hurt, but then it got better.
Okay.
And then so I was like, okay, well, let's try that with the right one. Ow, that hurts. Okay, let's try it again. Shit, fuck, that really hurts. So the right one just never got any better.
Okay.
And that's when I went to the.
Made you a little sad.
Yeah, I went to the what you call it, the doctor on campus.
The emergency wazoo.
It wasn't an emergency. It was just the campus clinic, and yep, you got a fracture. Awesome. Well, thanks, doc.
It's a little unfortunate, but
it is.
Who knows?
I mean, so that's a super exciting story of stuff that happened to me.
Yeah. So in college, actually, have I ever told you about my first day of college?
No.
So, I have a brother who's 4 years older than me, like 3.5 years older than me, something like that. So when I decided to go to college, he decided to go to college as well. And me and my brother weren't getting along so well at the time. So it was a little awkward that we'd both be going to college at the same time. But, in my mind, I was all like...
And you went to the same college as well?
Yeah. But here's the funny thing, I'm like, as long as we don't have classes together, it's fine, whatever. First fucking class of college. Guess who sat next to me?
Your brother.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was fun.
Awesome.
Anyway, next time on TBC Plays, we're gonna have more stories like that and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
We're out of Ninja Sci-Fi's discussion topic, so it could be interesting. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to be awesome.
And stay sexy.
We'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Hopefully. Anyway,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Bye.
I might be getting close to done for the night.
Can we do one more so I can actually maybe beat a Dark World dungeon?
If we do one more, I'm gonna beat a Dark World dungeon.
Fuck you. Really? You're already halfway done with the Dark World.
I've only... Yeah, okay.